What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? We're on the clock. We're back on the clock. It's day 3 of the NFL Draft 2025 edition. We're picking 31st in the 4th round, and let's see what's going to happen next. I don't believe I think we might have traded away our pick. I'm not sure. Let me double check here. Oh, we do have a pick in the 5th round as well. Good. We still have that one that we traded for because we didn't have one before that. And I think we have no pick in the 6th round, and then I think 3 in the 7th round. So it's going to get interesting. It's going to get fast and furious in a little bit after this round's over. Things pick up a little bit, and then they pick up markedly after that. The last pick was Ruben Hippolyte. The second went from Maryland to the Bears, and that's a linebacker. Cornerback Quincy Riley of Louisville went to the Saints, and Malachi Moore, safety out of Alabama, went to the Jets. A lot of guys went off the board today. The guys I was looking at, the main guy we were talking about yesterday, I was talking with Germ Chief Chris White. Make sure our pick's not in yet. We're still on the clock. Okay. Was Craig Woodson, and Craig Woodson went to the New England Patriots. Son of a bee sting. Those Patriots, man. Those pesky Patriots, I tell you. Another guy I liked was a kid from down the road here, Trevor Etienne from Georgia Bulldogs. He went to the Carolina Panthers. So that's that. That happens. But I still have my favorite. Just found out about him because wasn't really following things. DJ Giddens, running back. Scoot, 6 foot, 210, 12 pound, whatever he is. I like that guy. The pick is in for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to find out very soon who we're going to take. Hopefully you guys know that the show is on because I don't know what's going on with the YouTubes and the boob tubes and the links and the X's and the stuff like that. The pick is in. We're still not announced yet on the NFL site. That doesn't mean that it's not been announced on the actual broadcast, but I'm going to go ahead and share this link to X. So if you guys aren't around, you guys might get announced. You get notified that it's going on right now if you have your notifications turned on. This system, I hate the system we have right now. It's very just mishmash thrown together because we're in transition to moving again. So it is what it is. I'm going to put "We're back live" on Chiefs Chat for day 3. All right, post that. That's up there. Okay, let me go ahead and check the NFL site to make sure that they're not revealing something I don't know about. Studio, make sure you're not covered up. Scoodly beep bop bow. Beedly beep bop 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 bow. I'm watching for it. NFL.com. I wasn't expecting. I got carried away having some lunch and watching a little TV with the family, and it happens. And then you go, hey, we're like picking in 2 picks. So I jumped on there real quick to see what's going on. The website has us. How about Dylan Gabriel yesterday going before Shedeur Sanders? Everybody's going before Shedeur Sanders. It's kind of rough. I know Skip is losing his mind over it. Skip Bayless is just, I guess he was all in. I tweeted yesterday, I was like, how much did Dion pay you to like totally lose your credibility? Him and Mel Kiper, man. It's like they're talking about him like he's the second coming of Brady or Mahomes, and he's not. He had some good numbers last year, some really good numbers. He's had the same coach for like 17 years. For his whole life has been his dad, which is great, which is awesome. That's great. He's not going to be coached by his dad in the pros. He's going to have a whole new system to learn, a whole new offense. Jalen Royals, one of the receivers I looked at. Utah State is going to the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's take a look at him here. 6 foot, 205. I hate when they pop the sound on like that in these sites. Just stop it. Jalen Royals, wide receiver, 6 foot, 205 pounds, good size hands, decent length arms, good athleticism score, runs a 4.42. I think they might be talking about him as one of the best players available left on day 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'll present the screen for you guys, and you can share the knowledge with me. All right. Skiddly boop. I do like that about it. When you share, it jumps up like that. Put the sound on for us all here.
Who is the best player available on day 3?
Look, I think Jalen Rose is a guy that is really interesting to me, the wide receiver from Utah State. He is has a basketball background. He loves to go iso ball on the perimeter. He is someone that can put the ball in the paint when you get him in one-on-one matchups. Nice ball,
one-handed,
great hands. He is someone that can come in and contribute first as a wide receiver 3, but I can see him eventually being a starting wide receiver in this league.
And Utah State guys just like get down in the NFL. Bobby Wagner, guys like that. I'm going to go to the running back. Let's go running back. And let's go Trevor Etienne, University of Georgia, former University of Florida guy, wide receiver. He is
the guy I mentioned, Trevor Etienne. Yeah, so there you have it. Jalen Royals, wide receiver, Utah State, going to Kansas City. Let's drop that video off, and let's look for some highlight tape of Jalen Royals, a little more expansive version, because that was pretty limited. But Bucky Brooks seems to think he's great. I'm excited about it. If you guys are, Chris Chambers kind of size, 6 foot, 200 pounds ish, a little over. That's solid. That's solid for a receiver at that weight. It doesn't seem like a lot compared to some players, but 200 pounds, man, when you're rocked up, when you're tight, and there's not a lot of body fat, that's a lot of room for muscle on a 6 foot frame. Let me go ahead and find some YouTube tape on Mr. Jalen Royals. Interesting that he came across my radar this morning, so I'm kind of excited about this now. That this is one of our guys. Like I said, it's going to be hecka hard to make it as a receiver on the Chiefs this year. There's so many guys. We'll go over that with Germ Chief this week. We'll talk about. Let me see here. The volume's off. Is it still playing? Okay. We'll go over that with Germ Chief this week. Hey, Slocks, what's going on, buddy? Let's go. Dario Miller, what's happening, sir? Good to see you in the chat. What a great looking draft for us. I'm going to throw that up there because, yes, I agree. It is. So this is the thing, man. It's like we don't usually get the hot and heavy picks. I mean, last year was an exception. Xavier Worthy trading with the Bills like that, getting a healthy, good to go day one, fast, longed after. Lenny the Cool is in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Yes, very solid pick, Lenny. Let me go ahead and share some Lenny love there. Solid pick, I agree. And of course, you got to we got to spread the love around. Dario Miller says, "Hi, Dan. Good to see you." But yeah, I'm going to go back to what a great looking draft for us so far. I'm loving it. There's some guys I didn't know about. Obviously, didn't watch. Normally, I watch so much tape during the holiday season and the few months after the Super Bowl. Kind of wanted to decompress after the Super Bowl. It was very underwhelming and disappointing. The second half of it was a lot better, but still. If it would have started at halfway through the second quarter, I think we win that football game. I really do. Now all I got to do is see these people posting things that said the Chiefs were no match or had no chance or whatever against the Eagles, so they got to work on this. The way they introduce what our needs are, it's so broken. It's so disgusting. Anyway, let's go ahead and share the screen. We'll take a look at some Jalen Royals highlights together because it's always fun watching offense and pass rushers, but in this case, we're going to watch some offense. Share that screen. Let's go, Jalen. Let's see what you got.
Motion man, by the way, is Brock Lane, and they're excited about Lane. And
saw that on their highlight on the network on the broadcast.
This season, some very popular people as well. All right, Barnes back to work. Barnes downfield. What a catch by Jalen Royals. He jumped up and went and got that ball to take his.
Was that the one-hander? Oops.
To work, Barnes down.
Oh no, over the guy's back. Nice.
To take his spot, and Bryson Barnes at quarterback.
Pump fake.
Wide open.
Oh, I was going to say, let's see a move. He just dips and runs through the guy. That's what 200 pounds will do for you as a wide receiver. A lot of lanky corners out there. Well, in the pros, there's a lot of bigger ones going to have to deal with.
36, big play for the Aggies here, Barnes. The deep ball for Royals.
There's the one-hander.
For Jalen Royals.
And the DB tried to pull his hand down. You see that.
Big play for the Aggies here, Barnes.
Right there, the DB's pulling down his inside arm. Let me see if I can get a better quality video. That's horrible. Let's go 1080p. Come on, that's not much better. But he's pulling his arm down right there. And he just reaches out with the one hand and pulls it in. I love it. Reaches out with one hand and grabs it, snags it. Awesome.
The one-handed grab for Jalen Royals.
Temple defense coming
Oh,
in
offside.
today
Free
with
play.
a takeaway. Free play. Petrus uncorks.
Two hands.
Offside pass caught.
Oh, I was hoping he
It's
was going to
Jalen
break that.
Royals with the first
I was hoping he was going to break away from that tackle.
down grab. Jerry Kill, and now here he is, brought on originally back in January as the defense.
Broke away from that one.
But so he said, "I'm all out of the offense. It's all with Kyle Cephalo, and he'll let him handle it." Pass over the
Jesus.
middle, and there's that arm strength from Petrus as he threaded
That's
the
better.
middle and a first down catch, changing up the play here. Temple brings the blitz. They run that.
Let's go back and watch. Let's go back and watch some of that again because I had that narrow screen, which you guys can't see in the.
Motion man, by the way, is Brock Lane. And they're excited about Lane, and they're really excited about Jalen Royals. How about having a 1,000-yard receiver back this season? Some very popular people as well. All right, Barnes, back to work. Barnes downfield. What a catch by Jalen Royals. He jumped up and went and got that ball to take his spot.
Lenny says ideal height and weight for a receiver. It's solid. It's definitely solid. It's nice to have some tall guys too, though, Lenny. I will say that. But yeah, 6 feet. I did totally fine at 6 feet tall against most DBs.
And Bryson Barnes,
And I didn't have this guy's speed. This kid's legit 4.42 timed at the combine. So, and it looks like he's got that.
quarterback, looked to set up a screen. Wide open. Jalen Royals.
And the plays like this, there's no one around him. There's no nervousness in his body language. It's just total control. This is routine. I catch this and I turn upfield.
Set up a screen. Wide open.
And looking upfield after he's got his hands on it.
Wide
And right here, this is the one earlier. I thought, what's he going to do for a move? Is he going to?
open.
No, he just took a little hip dip and runs right through the guy. I love it. I like that.
Passes into the end zone.
Great design. See some space and get some positive yards. 36, big play for the Aggies here. Barnes. The deep ball for Royals.
One-hander.
The one-handed grab for
You can see that a little bit better there. The one hand.
36, big play for the
Screen's not
Aggies
so
here.
small.
Barnes.
Right there. See the arm? He's pulling his hand down. Pass interference in the pros, or it should be.
The deep ball.
Doesn't matter. I got you.
Royals, who's got the one-handed grab for Jalen Royals.
Temple
Picks are in for the Broncos and Raiders, who picked after us. The Broncos took Q Robinson, edge out of Alabama, and Tonka Hemingway went to the Raiders, defensive tackle out of South Carolina.
defense coming into today.
Is that
without
free
a
play?
takeaway. Free play. Petrus uncorks, far side, pass caught. It's Jalen Royals with the first down.
It's funny on that one. I said I wish you would have broken it. I was hoping he was going to break away from the tackle, and then he gives it to me on the next play.
Jerry Kill and
How about now?
he is,
Get off.
on originally back in January as the defensive coordinator, but is brought on originally.
But
Jerry
watch his body as he tries to get more yards. Oh, that Eagles logo. I'm not going to be a fan of the Birds for a minute. Not a fan of them at all, really. But watch his body. He keeps the ball high and tight while he fights for more yards. I like that. Come on, Internet. Don't tease me now.
Kill and now here he is brought on originally back in January.
And I wouldn't mind seeing two hands over the ball when those guys are in there swiping and stuff, but he's got it high and tight. So I'll give him that much.
As
It's not out there like a loaf of bread like some guys.
defensive coordinator, but so he said, "I'm all out of the offense. It's all with Kyle."
Let's go indeed, Slocks. Let's go indeed.
Handle it. Pass over the middle, and there's that arm strength from Petrus as he threaded the needle.
And guys that size and that weight speed combo, that's a really good chain mover too. These guys just keep first downs coming. And you let Patrick Mahomes do that to you all day, it's going to get very disheartening for the defense.
And a first down catch, changing up the play here. Temple brings a blitz. They run that screen again.
The wide receiver screen and out the gate.
Touchdown,
I like that.
Utah State.
You got to be able to keep him between yourself and the boundary. Petrus has a man.
Nice.
He's got it.
Look at this. Look at this.
Petrus
Let me get two hands, pluck it out of the air over my shoulder, break through the tackle,
he's got
and get in the end zone.
Lumps into the end zone.
I like his stockier build. Sky was a little slight, okay? I feel like they're looking at this guy like this guy could be what they wanted Sky Moore to be. Let me know if you're feeling that in the chat. Let me know if that's kind of what you're looking at. I look at this guy like he's that similar size, a little bit taller, definitely bigger body-wise, physicality-wise at least, and just a sure-handed. There's no nervousness looking in his game. Like he looks very confident. I know you're gonna go to the pros, things might be different. It might shake him up a little bit. Might not. It might not. This guy looks pretty clean. He looks like he's confident in his abilities. And when you're out there, when you're that kind of player, you're usually able to turn that stuff off. It's just about this play right now. This ball that's in the air right now. You just forget about all that other crap. And he seems like that kind of, it's almost machine-like. And I kind of dig that. We need one guy that's just like, I'm going to move the chains. I will help Travis and the running backs, and we'll move the chains all day long. And if you're not careful, I'll pop one on you because I can run 4.42.
Biggest play so far for Utah State.
I'm excited about this guy.
And they're right back in this game. Spencer, coming up. You've got a little bunch formation right here, right? I think he's going to come in that last guy, one in the little bunch formation. He comes out of that and emerges on a route, gets right behind that top receiver, and then it's man on man.
Too late.
And that ball is placed exactly where it needs to be. So quick, and then he comes out of that and right here, right?
That's the other thing that 200 pounds does for you. Look at the size of this guy, and look at the size of Jalen back here.
I think he's going to come in that last guy, one in the little bunch formation. He comes out of that and emerges on a.
Oh, come on.
I think he's going to come in that last guy, one in the little bunch formation. He comes.
He tries to press him, and Jalen runs right through his press, like almost unencumbered. Like, get off me, bro. Love it.
And then it's man on man.
Physicality.
Exactly where it needs to be. So quickly.
I bet she's a decent blocker too, or he's gonna have the capability to be one.
It's third down, 3rd and 9. A full cross look here, 3D. Nice. This is Royals.
Oof! Get off me, one arm tackle. Woo! See Rashee Rice do stuff like that all the time. You know, that's the kind of stuff. Yeah, another guy doing that kind of stuff, and Juju's back too. I'm telling you, this receiver room is going to be nasty.
He is their best.
And we're going to have tackles that can block. Dare I get excited? Dare I be excited that we could be better than last year? Our record might not be better than last year, which is weird because we had a weird record that was like beyond what we should have had because of how tough it was to get those wins. I think our wins will be more pronounced. Gary Holland, hey, Thunder. Dan, good to see you. Go KC Chiefs. Let's throw that up there. Can always use a good go KC Chiefs in the chat. Good to see you, Gary Holland.
You're not going to have success. So Boise State is dictating the outcome right now. Slant caught by
sir.
He's going to get there.
Jogging. Best play of the reel so far. Look at this. This is Demaryius Thomas, rest his soul. This is Demaryius Thomas against the Steelers. Ball delivered a little bit earlier on time.
Going to have success. So Boise State is dictating.
Crossing route. Guy's got his hands on him. Shrugs him off. Puts a little stutter move on this guy and runs right past him. And it's over. It's over. There's that 4.42 speed. Dude, I like this. I like it a lot. Lenny says, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. I agree. 75-yarder. Watch this.
Just made one guy miss wide open. I'm telling you, the subtleness of this back end has been so impressive today. That was Malik McConaughey on the back end. Just 4 men rushing.
Ooh, buddy. Be hard to top that play. Nice.
That's Royals.
Good body control.
Rushing yard games. Lane is on the sideline for this 3rd and 5. Petrus delivers.
Ooh.
Royals catch. Slips away inside the 25. Taking the Rebel defense. Royals second.
Watch this. The subtlety of this play right here. This isn't juke around, waste a lot of time in space and let guys get closer to you. This is a Travis Kelce special right here. Watch this.
3rd and 5. Petrus.
He catches the ball. He takes one step back, second step, puts his foot in the ground, and gets right upfield again. Watch it in full speed. Third step. So it's like right foot, left foot, third step is a plant, and then up the field. I love it.
For this 3rd and 5. Petrus delivers complete. Royals' second catch slips away inside the 25.
That's the difference between when you're uncertain of what you're going to do after the catch and when you have a plan. This guy had a plan. I'm going to catch the ball. Well, he knows when I have a half shell on this side, I take a couple steps back and then sprint past him because he knows he's got the speed to beat him to that edge. If the half shell is the other side, he would do the other way around. We drafted. What'd we get? Let me go over and check the draft tracker. Did we trade up or something? Let's see here. Oh, no. What's the case? Still other guys. Alec Iomanor and Joshua Farmer. Okay. All right. Yes, sir, Gary. We drafted him, buddy. We drafted him. He's ours. Jalen Royals is ours.
It's always forward.
Fake it to him. Petrus winds up.
Caught.
Complete. Jalen Royals gets out to the
See, that's
50-yard line. Just the
if I'm a DB.
Up, throws.
Always forward.
If I'm a DB, I'm doing what this guy did every time. I'm grabbing those shins and putting those ankles together every time.
Fake it to him. Petrus winds up. Throws complete. Jalen Royals.
Not playing
gets out to
around.
the-
Well, I might not. If I was pretty big, I was 230. I would probably grab him and try to slam his head into the ground. But I'm not playing trying to be, Mr. Big Tough and bounce the guy. And no. Wrap him up. 2 arms all the way around him. Get a clinch if you can.
50-yard line. Just the 3 turnovers, the big difference in the game. Petrus, through his progressions in the pocket, slips away from the first Rebel defender, tosses to the end.
I agree, Gary. He is a good receiver. This play right here, perfect. He's got the guy shadowing him right over his shoulder. Quarterback throws the ball low and away, and where his receiver can get it, and he just boxes the guy out.
Progressions in the pocket, slips away from the first Rebel defender,
Touchdown.
tosses to the end zone.
It sucks playing defense because there's nothing you can do about that unless you cheat. You could cheat and try to hammer him before the ball gets there and give him the ball on the 1 yard line,
Caught, touchdown.
which is an option. And if it was a Super Bowl, I'd do that.
Utah State. Jalen Royals hauls it in. Petrus has his second touchdown pass in as many drives.
It's about executing. You've been challenged to execute and stay on the field as an offense.
Fake it to Faison.
Oh.
Sideline. Royals has the catch. Stays in bounds. Takes it in.
Those guys weren't sure if that ball was.
30.
The year player of the week.
Those guys weren't sure if that ball was going to be in bounds or not. Neither was I. Since our last announcement, Alec Iomanor, I know that's a guy that Germ Chief liked. Chris, sorry, buddy. He's going to the Tennessee Titans. Wide receiver out of Stanford. Defensive tackle out of Florida, Joshua Farmer, goes to the Patriots. And Jordan Watkins, Mississippi wide receiver, goes to the 49ers. And we're on to round 5. So let's see what's going on in round 5 here. Let's see. Pick is in for the Vikings, and the Panthers are on the clock. First 2 picks. We don't know what's happened yet. Let's continue with our. And this is what I like. See, this 7 minutes. 7 minutes of highlights. Okay. There's going to be a lot of guys online. Okay, they'll break down. Oh, let's break down the idiosyncrasies of everything. There's a lot of stuff that I know a lot of people that don't play the game don't understand. It's nice to hear that, and it's fun. If you want to learn stuff, you can go to those guys and they can teach you about the little inside outs of the game. I try to throw a little stuff in there to give you an idea of what my viewpoint is and why it's the way it is. But for the most part, I want you guys to see highlights because I want to see what's the best this guy can do. What can this guy do at his best? I know everybody's going to make mistakes. We're all human beings, okay? But if your highlight reel is 1 minute and 35 seconds, there's a lot to work on. We're gonna have homework. If your tape is 5, 6, 7 minutes long, even 3.5, 4 minutes, if it's quick cuts, like we saw with Omar yesterday with the D tackle out of Tennessee, the cuts were super quick. It was only 3.5 minutes, but it was super quick, so it was more like a 5.5, 6 minute video. With wide receivers, there's a lot of duration in each play. When your tape's 7 minutes long, you've done a lot of good things a lot of times. That's a lot to work with. Not a lot of homework to do. That's plenty to work with. If you've been great for that many times in that expensive of a time period, then I'm with that. That's good. I don't like the score 50-28, but it's a team game.
11 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 INTs. That's a nice grab.
Oof.
Jalen Royals continuing his terrific night. That's a gain of
Collides with the safety, and the safety's on the ground, and he gets back up. Done that a few times too.
25 more. Jet Elad makes the tackle.
He's number 1.
Let's go. What do you got?
Petrus with
Oh, there's another Travis Kelce route. You're just not going to cover me? Well, then I'll just hook up right here. You got a zone? Well, there's a hole in that zone. When you come off the line, by the time you get here, you know you got a pocket right there. Just sit down right there. First down and get upfield. You do that floating triangle coverage. You just sit in the hole and float up, and the quarterback leads you to a spot. Drops it into you, rather.
Finished her battle and was able to ring the bell in April of this year. But the Drylings hope their story can spread awareness that cancer doesn't care about the young and healthy and to always be alert.
Well, thank you very much, Bridget. That is an inspiring story.
Like a pro.
Screen to one.
Lenny says he's good after the catch. Yak for sure. Agreed. This he's got some playmaker ability, man, for sure. Oh, and the whoa. Ooh, that DB got two hands. If he got one hand on him, he would have been touchdown. Nice job by the DB saving that play. But man, he turned a hitch. Dude, they're on the 49. He turned a hitch into a 30-yard play. I like that. And that's the thing. You want them to have options and guys to go to. You don't want the bar to get lowered extremely when they throw to somebody that's not this guy or not that. You want to go, oh, they're not throwing to Xavier, so don't expect much. They're not showing to Rasheed, throwing to Rasheed or Travis, so don't expect much. You want it to be like anytime a guy touches the ball, playmaking ability. When you're at the level we're at right now, when we first got our current brass and we first got Alex, it was just like, let's get some guys making some plays. Let's just get some plays. Let's get some first downs. We're not there anymore. We live in a different world than we did 30 seconds ago, or in this case, 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago, 2013. I was quoting the Draft Day movie. Watched that again yesterday. Awesome, as always. But always gets me. I always get a little misty with the Vontae Mack situation with the sister. She has cancer, and that just reminds me of Nick Bolton and his sister. And then the fact that Chadwick Boseman passed away from cancer after. Like when I watch that scene, I'm just like, oh, it just gets me in the man feels. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to some tape.
Will Monty, number 86, does a nice job of coming from the inside to spring a block first quarter. Inside to spring
of 28 yards.
And look at this play. Great blocking by the other wide receivers. Chiefs are fantastic at that, typically.
86 does a
Burns that guy. You're not going to arm tackle this dude.
nice job of coming from the inside.
But right here, this is a lesson for all the young DBs out there. Look at 18. He's beat. He's desperate. Sometimes just get any hand on him you can. Just give him a shove. Try to do anything to change his momentum and his velocity, his direction. And sometimes it's enough. And it was in that case. He got him out of bounds. Wasn't clean, wasn't flashy, wasn't a big hit play. No, just get a damn hand on the guy and maybe change his trajectory. He did. He saved the touchdown there.
Trying to set up this inside screen.
Man. I mean, it's not like we're a team that doesn't run a lot of screens to the wide receivers and the halfbacks. So it's good to see he's got that in his repertoire.
And they pick up the first down
line for the Aggies. 55, Arlo, the center, the one who's going to make the key.
I think the comment by, hey, baby. I think the comment by Lenny Cool in the chat, Lenny the Cool, good after the catch, Jack, for sure. That might actually be the understatement of the comments so far. Totally accurate, sir.
Key block. They get Royals to the outside. Besides, that'll add a lot of pressure to this defense.
Going deep. Oh, get it. Don't get tackled. Don't get. Oh, that's a horse collar in the pros.
But a huge play.
Well, what a big play. He's to the right of the screen here, working against Paula Gates.
Chargers right over there, baby, on the floor.
Beats him
Over
to
there.
the
See?
inside on that post route, off to the races. Gates had no chance. He was
Petrus, the throw to the end zone.
Oh,
Touchdown, Utah State. Jalen Royals.
that was nasty. That was nasty.
There is a flag on the play.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 12 players on the field at the snap. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Jalen Royals, 13-yard touchdown reception.
Nice.
tough sledding here for Javonte Royal, working against Royals. Unable to get that.
Just the catching is not not a thought process with this kid. He just grabs the ball and takes it.
Head around quick enough to know where the football was.
I don't need a commercial here. Is that it for the tape? Okay. It's just a guy's advertisement video. We'll remove that. Yeah, guys. So that looks good. Who is favorite RBT? Are you talking about who's my favorite running back right now? Let me know what you're saying there, Gary Holland. Who is favorite RBT? I started watching. I just started. What RB would I like the Chiefs to draft? I mean, I just started looking at some more tape yesterday, other than the mainstay guys, which I knew we weren't going to get anyway. And I saw the kid from Kansas State, and I'm like, DJ Giddens. I watched him play, and I have visions of Jerick McKinnon plus. He just his dead leg move, his stick leg move, his jump cuts. Man, that guy can make space where there's no space. Lenny the Cool likes Martinez. I hear a lot of talk on the other channels about Martinez as well. I know DJ Giddens is down on a lot of people's lists. I don't know why, because I watched the guy's tape. The guy's got plenty of yards in his game. He catches the ball to the backfield. I don't know if he blocks at all, but he's got 200. He's 6 foot, 212 pounds, so he definitely can do it. He's got legit speed. I watched that kid play, and I'm like, nothing like a hometown kid to, make his dream come true and bring somebody in that actually is legit explosive and a jitterbug and he would be such a great change of pace. I'm going to watch Martinez tape as well, but I mean, I don't want to watch him if we don't get him though. I've gone this far without watching a bunch of extra tape. Let's see here. Where are we at? Round 4. Let me get round 5 on my computer screen so I can see what's going on. So far, Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, defensive tackle from Georgia, goes to the Vikings. The Panthers took Cam Jackson, defensive tackle from Florida. And the Baltimore Ravens took Carson Vincent, offensive tackle from Alabama A&M. Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, who took my Nick Emanwari, who I said is going to likely be Cam Chancellor, this generation's Cam Chancellor 2.0, a Kyle Hamilton type of guy. Apparently the Seahawks thought the same thing because they grabbed him. Dolphins are on the clock. The Seattle pick is in. We'll see what's going on with that. We're picking at number 28. So we'll get a while to wait for that. I want to go and check a look at Martinez's tape because I've been hearing about him from a lot of people. But before I do that, I want to see what Steve Smith's thoughts were on Jalen Royals because they had an interview with him or the tape with him. So let's take a look at that together really quick since we have him on our roster. And that way, if, for some reason, let me share that right now. Got that. Oop, it's showing already? Okay. Make it bigger for you. If Martinez is gone by the time we finish watching this video, we don't need to watch the video because I'll just be sad if he's really good.
Handed grab for Jalen Royals. It's draft season on 89 as we roll through all of these prospects. If you want to go see kind of an overview of Steve's top 10 big board, there is just running top 10 receivers. But now we are getting through all of these guys individually, video by video, Steve. And this is a player from a school that Steve doesn't usually like to talk about. That's Utah State. Steve's a Utah.
Because he's a Ute, that's why.
Yeah,
Because Utah Utes.
Listen, we don't hear many players getting their names called out of Utah State. If that makes you feel any better, Steve, do you know the last player to be drafted out of Utah State? Because our boy right here, Jalen Royals, the wide receiver, is going to be the next player drafted.
Quarterback.
Is certainly going to be drafted.
Jordan Love in the first round.
Pick. Who's the last guy to be drafted out of Utah State?
You don't
Jordan Love.
I know that Bobby Wagner's from Utah State.
Jordan Love.
I did not know that.
I know you know that, but somebody's been more recent. 2020 was the last time somebody.
Darwin Thompson for us. Jordan Love was the last one, but Darwin Thompson for us was out of Utah State as well. These guys don't talk about that though because he was a Chief, but Darwin was a Super Bowl touchdown. Was it in the Super Bowl? No, maybe the semifinal game. Anyway, Darwin, what's up?
We have not had a Utah State player drafted since Jordan Love in 2020, but that's going to change with Jalen Royals. He is going to be drafted. Some people, Steve, We'll see what happens between now and the draft. Think, could he sneak into the first round? Most people I've talked to think he's a day 2 pick. Let's get into Royals here, Steve, because this is a guy that also basketball in high school, track in high school, was a state high jumper.
Not in Utah, in Georgia. So I'm letting you know he wasn't the brother in Utah, so he was dominating. No, he was out in Powder Springs, Georgia. Just so everybody knows, Friar School is Georgia Military College back in 2021. 21 games he has started for Utah State. 126 receptions, 1,914 yards, average receiving 15, 21 touchdowns. But most impressive, in the slot, only 13%. The rest of his work, 87% is outside. I believe the most.
Everybody keeps saying we need an X. We need the X receiver X. First of all of our receivers got to be able to play across the board, or Andy's not asking Brett to get him, and Brett's not getting them. Right? He's not telling Brett to get him. I don't know how that works, but those two guys aren't picking them. Yours is the corner. Finally, a franchise left tackle for sure. Who's my favorite? Who is the favorite player that the Chiefs have drafted? That's a great question, Gary. You guys talk about that amongst yourselves, and I'll give my 2 cents in a minute.
Impressive part, 75 first downs. The young part, 87% is outside. I believe the most impressive part, 75 first downs.
What did I say about chain mover? 75 first downs this guy put up in college. 75 first downs. Some guys don't have 75 catches.
The young man can play. I stated it in my big board, and I'll state it again. Don't like the coaching. I think there's some coaching issues. Bad quarterback play.
Right.
Quarterback was out there just throwing some blue tint balls. Hey.
So
Go get your CAT scan here. Get a little CAT scan here.
So coaching you didn't like, and play calling, and quarterback play. So give him Andy Reid, give him Patrick Mahomes, give him your Super Bowl champions back-to-back and third appearance in a row, Kansas City Chiefs. And how's that going to translate for this kid? Oh, my God. We might only be seeing the teeny tiny tippity top of the iceberg, what this kid can do.
I want to point this out. He only played 7 games this past season. He had an ankle injury, missed the rest of the season, which is why in the people I'm talking to, they're very interested in seeing him, Steve, right? They want to see, him work out. They want to see him visit, because he's still I was told at the Senior Bowl, at the Combine, 80 to 90%, and he runs a 4.42, and he's not.
Lenny says Josh Simmons is his favorite pick of the draft. That's what Lenny the Cool says. Gary Holland says his is the corner, Noel Williams. Lenny also offers that Josh Simmons' kid is going to be totally awesome. I said when we drafted him, as far as offensive tackles go, he's my favorite draft pick by the Chiefs since Eric Fisher. So there's that.
Not 100% yet. So teams are curious about.
So did you hear that? Not 100%, 80 or 90%, and he ran a 4.42. I'm just saying, like when you're running, everybody's, well, but when the field gets crowded. But is it going to get crowded though, really? When there's Travis. Okay, there's Rasheed coming across. Okay, there's Xavier going down. I mean, if I got Travis hooking here and I got Rasheed coming across and I got Xavier going this way, there's going to be a whole area over here for running backs and for this kid and for other guys to fill. It's all about the blocking. So for me, I'm going to go with Lenny right now. I love this kid. I like the more I watch him. I like Noel Williams a lot. I like the kid. I like Omar Norman a lot. I like all the guys. I like all the guys you've grabbed so far. But Josh Simmons, his tape before he got hurt, his tape was so textbook technique and the size, 6'7", 315 pounds. If that kid's healthy, working behind Trent Williams' backup in Jalen Moore, and we got Jawan Taylor on the other side doing his business. If Jawan Taylor is still mistake prone this year, we probably move on from his contract next year. We probably move on and we move the kid in there. But this year we're gonna have 3 tackles that can start once this kid's up and ready to run and go. This isn't a project. It's not a project. I think Josh Simmons is as polished as I talked about this wide receiver we just watched. Let's watch a little more what Steve has to say. I like giving you my feedback because I played a lot of wide receiver, but Steve was a pro and he's Hall of Famer. So let's listen to him a little bit more. He's Hall of Fame.
Where the speed is when it's coming back.
Maybe not yet.
Things, but I think that's pretty impressive, honestly, if he's not back to 100% yet. And he had a good Senior Bowl week in a lot of people's minds.
I love his body control. I love just what and how he comes
Not
to
yet.
work every single day. Now, some people may question who he's playing against, but nameless, faceless.
Steve Smith was not inducted despite being a finalist for the first time in his 4th year of eligibility. It's so hard for receivers. This guy's the best receiver. Mashin Muhammad was really nice. They've had some other nice guys. Steve Smith was by far the best receiver the Carolina Panthers have ever had, and was just a menace to a lot of people. So 14,731 receiving yards, 1,031 receptions, and 81 touchdowns, 2 first-team All-Pro selections, second-team All-Pro nod, 5 Pro Bowl nods, and was named the 2005 AP Comeback Player of the Year. It's just he's consistently been a semifinalist, was a finalist this past year. He's probably a year, maybe 2 out from being nominated. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame player as far as I'm concerned. So let's listen to him talk a little more.
Going against Robert Morris, so you can get your Newports and
Here's your bump and run. Did this dissuade his route in any way, shape, or form?
going against Robert Morris.
He tried to do the surprise,
Nameless, faceless.
where I'm going to bounce out and come back in and hit you.
Going against Robert Morris.
Ineffective.
So you can get your Newports and you can get some routes put on you as well. So they already know he's the guy. Motion inside, give him a chip to slow him down. Linebacker doesn't have a
Doesn't work.
opportunity.
No
Safety
chance for the
doesn't
linebacker.
know
He's
what
already
to do
gone.
on safety. Look, just tease
The
him.
ball's thrown behind him.
Because you can't cover him. Look, linebacker doesn't have an opportunity.
Right there. If this ball's thrown with timing right in here, it's over.
Safety.
He's still backpedaling. If he catches the ball right here in stride, instead of having to back up to get the ball and jump over the linebacker, it's over. Look, he's almost even with him, so he's leaving if he's running this way.
Looking at safety. Look, just T's and P's, baby. Thoughts and prayers.
That's what he's talking about with the quarterback play and the play calling.
Because you can't
Play call was there on that one. That was quarterback play.
cover. I would say quarterback plays. Come on, man, throw the ball.
Steve and I agree. He would say quarterback play too.
Just really good player. Now going against SC. I'll make the noise.
Big school.
He's trying to get some
Cornerback you.
He goes,
What's up? Let me scoot.
Look at that.
That's what I talked about before. Another Travis special right here. This is a man with a plan. This isn't I'm going to catch it and then look around and see where I can go. What can I? No. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to take one step back, put my foot in the ground. I'm going to scoot around you and run upfield as soon as I can. He has a plan. Those guys get yak. That's what Lenny's talking about. That's what Lenny the Cool is talking about. Otis Taylor should be in the Hall of Fame. Agreed. He's built like a rock. Taylor's gone after this season. Probably. You're probably right, Lenny. I would not disagree with that. Mahomes isn't getting any younger. Mahomes' blind side is a concern. This is true, and that's why it said Josh is my favorite pick this draft, because I think Josh, like Eric Fisher, locks up the left side. You're going to get naysayers to talk about they're going to bring up his injury over and over again for you. You watch. They'll talk about that stuff. People crapped on Eric Fisher for so long, and when we lost the Super Bowl against the Bucs, it was because we lost Eric Fisher the week before, because it was after Kelechi Assembly went down in week 5 against the Raiders that year, blew both knees. Awful. The week after that, we lost Eric. We lost Schwartzy. Okay. After that, it was Eric Fisher and duct tape across the line, and we had home field advantage, and we beat the Bills in the AFC Championship. Lost Eric late in that game, and then we saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Eric Fisher made such a difference on that line, just in control, in focus, in guys feeling like if we got him, we got a chance. I think Josh has the ability to be that kind of guy, that kind of difference maker. Add that to Creed, add that to Trey, add that to if Kingsley's the guy that Creed says he's going to be at left guard, look out. Add that to Jalen Moore, whether he's on the left side or the right side. Pick your poison with him and Josh. It depends on which one's a better run blocker. If Jawan Taylor's gone after next year, or if Jawan Taylor tightens up his act. Jawan Taylor's an athletic tackle. If Jawan Taylor wants to stay at a reduced contract, and they're like, you know what, he'd be a great swing. I don't know. We'll see. Everybody gets all over him about his penalties. There's a lot of tackles that have more problems than he has blocking people, but I think Simmons and Moore are going to be the two mainstays at tackle going forward. And the concept of having our quarterback be able to stand there for 3 seconds and not panic about his left side collapsing immediately,
Takedown.
that's exciting for me.
Watch his linebacker. Look at linebacker. Re-nod your quarterback. Quarterback telegraph it. Goes. Good job.
Good job by the linebacker. They'll stay with the play too. Great job by the receiver. Watch the linebacker. Misses on the tackle.
Goes.
Sprints. Get after him. Nope. My buddy's down. Keep running. Keep sprinting. Keep sprinting.
Good job.
That's what I used to tell people all the time. That was my mentality. That's any good player's mentality should be. I don't care if the guy's faster than me. It's not a straight line game most of the time. Most of the time, you got to make cuts. You got to break tackles. You got to do. And if you get slowed down by one guy and then slowed down by another guy and slowed down by another guy while I'm pursuing you and I avoid all those pitfalls, I'm just closing the gap. So good job by that linebacker for the Trojans. But this receiver, I like what he's doing.
Wow, I like the sneaky jab in there. Quarterback telegraph.
Wow. Quarterback was telegraph.
I want to hear that. He said sneaky jab. I didn't hear that. I missed that part.
Look at linebacker. Re-nod your quarterback. Quarterback telegraph it. Goes. Good job.
Like the sneak.
Did you hear that?
Watch his linebacker. Look at linebacker. Re-nod your quarterback. Quarterback telegraph it. Goes.
Quarterback telegraph it.
Good job.
Like the sneaky jab in there.
Yeah.
I only stumbled on James and Steve's channel like a week ago. So I wish I was watching them all fall because it would all winter. It would have been fun to watch their breakdowns.
Wow. Quarterback was telegraphed in the past. All right. Against Temple.
Go Philly.
Like this play. This is really, let me draw it up for you. This is simple
What do we got here?
drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spacing.
I'm going to pause that for a second. Get back to the chat. Gary agrees with you. Otis Taylor should be in the Hall of Fame. Let's leave that up for a minute because why not? Otis, much love. Rest in peace, Otis. Make sure that's not a falsehood. I'm positive that just happened, right? A little while ago. My brain. I'm getting old, folks. It happens to everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, 2023. Age of 80 passed away. March 9th, 2023. Rest his soul. Otis Taylor. Heck of a player. Back in the day. I got this other video I'm trying to show you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and play this for a minute.
Over there. Right here. Coming underneath. Right there. Nice and simple. Boom. Gets
He's
in
physical, man.
Very physical. Very physical. He breaks
I want to see that again.
there. Nice and simple. Boom. Gets
He's
in
physical, man.
Very physical. Very physical. He breaks a lot of tackles, man. He breaks a lot of tackles. Strong finish. All right. Against Boise State, sets up the DB excellent.
Hang on one second. 3, 2, 1. Get off of there. Okay. This is just to show you guys, remind you guys. Let's take a little trip down memory lane with another draft pick from Utah State, our Kansas City Chiefs' very own, for the time that he was with us for a few years, Darwin Thompson, making a play.
Run. Pedaling sets it up short for Thompson.
Thompson with room to roll. He's got a first down and more. Thompson showing his speed and elusiveness out of bounds at the 19.
Yeah, buddy. Nothing wrong with that. That was our Darwin Thompson right there. That was our own Darwin Thompson making a play, looking like a stud for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's got a ring. He got a ring with us. Go ahead and let that rip.
It's the Smurf turf.
The
What I
Smurf
love
turf.
about this play, he's running the route, but what he does, shakes the corner and gets going. And that stalls the corner. These guys are communicating. These guys.
Oh, wait. We have a Shedeur Sanders sighting. It's happened. It's finally official. The pick everybody thought was going to happen in the first few picks in the first round. After the Carson Vincent pick by the Baltimore Ravens, the Seahawks took Riley Mills out of Notre Dame. The Dolphins took Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle out of Maryland. And at sixth pick in the fifth round, your Cleveland Browns, if you're watching draft day yesterday, take quarterback Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado. Sixth pick in the fifth round. And that's about right for him. Just because of his size. He's not a big dude. He's not a fast dude. He's got good ability when he's protecting the pocket. He's learned limited offenses. It's going to be a process with him. So we'll see. But he can play ball. He can spin it. He's not whipping it like Mahomes and Josh Allen or even Joe Burrow. But let's see. Let's see what the kid can do. All this hype of the first round crap, them retiring their numbers was ridiculous. There's much more ballyhooed receivers and quarterbacks than Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Travis Hunter had a great year. That's awesome. Retiring their number before the draft even happens. This is all PR stuff with Neon Deion. So, whatever. Do what you can do. Win what you can win. Get what you can get. Mac McWilliams out of UCF corner goes to the Eagles. Brandon Swinson, edge out of LSU, goes to the Patriots. Jordan James, running back out of Oregon. San Francisco likes those Oregon running backs. He's going to San Francisco 49ers. And Ty Hamilton, defensive tackle at Ohio State, goes to the LA Rams. Dallas Cowboys pick is in. Dolphins are on the clock, and we're 15 picks away. 15 picks away. We'll see what those two picks are in a minute. Let's watch the rest of this tape real quick.
Are communicating. They get a condensed formation, and they do a really good job. Right? So they say, hey, eyes. You. So he comes up, and he foolishly is saying.
Hang on for a second, Steve. Let's see. Gary says, Dan, do you see – why doesn't it let me see that well? Okay. Do you see the Chiefs draft more O-line or defense today? I'd like to see today – I think we only have one more pick today. Personally, I would like to see them get DJ Giddens out of Kansas State because running backs are coming off the board. I really like that kid's shiftiness. And his speed is good. Some people like the running back out of Kansas, but his time speed concerns me. I like Giddens. I think he'll be gone if we wait anymore because we don't have a pick in the next round. And then we have 3 today. It's all today. What am I talking about? We don't have a pick in the next round. I'd like to see him get Giddens next. I feel like, or I hope at least, maybe we can trade up in the next round with some of our picks from we have 3 picks left in the last round. So we might be able to package those. Maybe we throw in a pick from next year and a couple picks from this year to get up into the 6th round. I'd like to get Wohlers, the safety out of Wisconsin, because he plays safety the way Leo Chenal plays linebacker. I like that kid. Maybe we'll look at his tape. We'll look at Martinez in a minute. Let's watch a little bit more of Jalen, and we'll move on.
And that's my guy. Boy, you ain't ready for this, dog. Watch this.
Oh, this is the one where he tries to press him.
Boom. Look at the corner. The corner, this is when you know you got the corner. When the corner is looking back going, I hope he is not throwing it to him. Watch. He does it right after this. Watch where his eyes go. Look. Ooh,
no.
That step he gave him, Steve,
Yeah.
before the contact, that threw him off, didn't it?
And the hand movement as well. Did a really good job. He's still abusing these guys.
Okay, we'll pause that for a little bit. Yeah, I mean it's I don't want to just totally infringe on their channel, but when it's coming from Steve Smith, it's a pretty legit source for the kind of receiver this guy makes. Who do I want to see? Well, let's go look at your guy Martinez real quick, even though he's not our guy yet, just so we can show some of what might happen. And a guy you guys are talking about, what's his first name? I don't even know his first name. This is how unfettered I am with the draft this year. I'm not. The Cowboys took Jaden Blue, running back out of Texas. So they're grabbing a 5'9", 196, 4.38 speed. So kind of like the guy they just lost. Maybe faster though. 4.38 is legit. 5'9", 196. That's actually good size. It's bigger than the other guy they had. I can't remember what the other guy's name was. He had a funky little name. But I think they lost him. The Dolphins pick is in. Colts are on the clock. We are, after the Colts, we are 14 picks away. I'm going to go ahead and look at the – let me see here, make sure not – yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and look at the name. If you guys want to give me the name in the chat, it'd be faster. But Martinez, what was his first name? It's not Blake, is it? Robert. Where are we at here? I need prospects, draft prospects. They usually have prospects as a line on the thing, and they don't have it this year. Yep, don't need to see that. Come on, where are we at? Prospect by position. Show me the draft tracker. Okay. Somebody in the chat want to give me Martinez's first name because I don't know it. Prospects. There we go. Okay, running back. Go position. Running backs. Where are you? Damian Martinez. Okay. Let's check out his combine numbers. Go ahead and put that up for you guys real quick. Okay. I'm going to go present or invite. Stop screen. Get a new screen. Share screen. Martinez. Okay. So his prospect grade was 6.0. He's 6 foot 217. So he's kind of in the build of Pacheco size-wise. Maybe a little bit bigger. 4.51. Not crazy good speed, but okay for a big guy. Don't care to hear what Kyle Brandt's got to say because he never gives anger wrench to our Chiefs. Bills homer. Got that eyebrow cock going. It's pretty funny. But let's look at his tape real quick. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna get to this pick here, and then we'll take a look at this guy's tape real quick, and then I'm gonna take a break, and I'll come back and meet you guys after for our pick. Okay, Martinez highlights. Let's see if his game speed is better than his time speed. So he's got regular season highlights that are really long and then shorter ones. There's a short run. We'll just skip that one. Go ahead and remove that. We'll start a new page real quick. Present or invite. Okay, let's watch his tape real quick together. Okay.
They're about to put their feet in the ground. They'll hand it to Martinez, and he's into the end zone easily. A second from Isaiah Horton, and they may have set it up for a Damian Martinez.
Business-like.
We'll try to establish the run. Damian Martinez.
You're not arm tackling this kid.
Ward has room to run. Throws it instead. Martinez.
Get in there. Get in there. Oh.
Ward whips it out.
Nice. I like that he played with Cam Ward too, because Cam Ward's always trying to look to make a play late. He's going to need to have that awareness playing with us if we get him.
Just hands it off. And Martinez
breaks the tackle.
Breaks free. He's headed inside the 10. And
oh yeah.
Right on into after him again. They rush 5. Ward from the pocket. Throws underneath. My goodness. Wide open is Martinez, and he picks up a first. Run play on 2nd and 10. Martinez breaks a tackle inside the 10. Martinez.
He's a powerful straight line runner. He's more deliberate. where Pacheco looks like he's running like he's angry at the grass. He's a little more like a longer Kareem Hunt kind of style. I don't know if he brings a huge difference-making style to the game. Be an excellent set of new legs, fresh legs if he came in off the sideline. He's a good running back. Moves the pile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Give him a stiffy. Ugh! He got gassed. There's a lot. Oh, yeah. Unquestioned. Good spin move. Keeps his head up. He sees where he's going and what he's doing. He sees where he's going and what he's doing. He's got his head up all the time. That's good. I like that. Sometimes they say keeping your head on a swivel. Sometimes that's just keeping your eyes downfield to what's coming at you this way, and you're 10-2. It's not always just this and this. That's a lot of stuff for the safeties. As a runner, you want to have a 10-2 kind of vision, not just straightforward, not blinders on, you know?
Keeping it alive and then checking down to Martinez, and Damien Martinez.
Nice. Let me just steal 5 more yards from you guys. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay.
With a handoff to Martinez, turns the corner with some speed and has a first down.
Harry's cut because he's got another back in the backfield capable.
It turns the corner with some speed. It's Georgia Tech, so let's not get too crazy. I don't know that they're a speed school.
Put his hat down and plowed weekends ago.
He doesn't depend on that, though. He's a straight line guy. He doesn't depend on getting to the edge and outrunning people. That's good.
Martinez in the backfield. He gets the call. Great pause. Great.
I've seen him do a lot. Plays like that one. It's a little Le'Veon Bellish. Good size, and he's like picking his spot and then going.
Martinez in the backfield.
Nope. There it is. First down. It's like, because it's not there. At the beginning of the play, the hole is supposed to be right here. There's no hole. There's nowhere to go right there. Am I going to run into their backs and go down for a yard loss or a half a yard gain? No, I'm going to dance around and make you overcommit. The second you give me a gap, I'm out the gate. Nice. It's good. That's good stuff. Ooh, I hate seeing plays against my old school. Get in there. Get up. Oh, it's not that kind of play, is it? Oh, get him, boys. Great play. Oh, we got to hurt my Syracuse Orangeman. Get up there. Do little cuts and keeps on running. And okay. I like him. It's a good player. Guys. You turned me on to another good one. What I tell you, Dan, I can be honest. I can let you know when you're right. When you're right, you're right, Lenny the Cool, and you're right. He's a good player. Heck of a player. Let's go back to the draft here really quick. And again, at 6 foot 217, he fits our room really nice. So after Jaden Blue, it's got to be another picking since then. Come on now. Oh, that's just running backs. Hang on. Let me get back to the picks. 5th round. Come on, show me the rounds. No filter. I just want to see the picks. Okay, the website's messing up here. Picks, not prospects. There we go, round 5. Since the Cowboys came up again. So they did Jaden Blue, the running back out of Dallas. Now they got Miami Dolphins took Jason Marshall Jr., corner out of Florida. Oh, there goes DJ. And he's got to go play with the quarterback in production, Richardson in Indianapolis. So our old deputy GM, Chris Ballard, stole another one. His 4.43 speed and cuts like a little crazy man are going to Indianapolis. That sucks. Okay, well, I like Martinez, so he's still there so far. Shamar James, linebacker out of Florida, goes to the Dallas Cowboys. They came up and got him, and the Bengals got Jalen Rivers, a guard out of Miami. Bengals are drafted a bunch of linemen. They are seriously focused on protecting Joe Burrow. Giants pick is in. We'll see what they get. They got Cam Skattebo. Cam Skiddly-Doo-Doo. Skiddly-Doo-Bop Skattebo. I like that kid, man. I watched him in the bowl games and the playoffs. That dude's a warrior, man. That dude was – if we would have somehow got him, I would have been very excited. I just like he's just a good angry running. I'm taking whatever's there and then a little bit more. When you think I'm done, I'm ripping another piece off of you. You're going to know you were in a scrap. He was like, he almost beat Texas single-handedly himself. If he had a little more help and his quarterback wasn't trying to make it about himself at the end of the game, they probably would have won that game, but it is what it is. Miami Dolphins are on the clock. We'll see where they go. The Giants pick is in. We'll see where they go. And we are now, might as well stay on because we're now getting closer to our pick. We're 28. We're at number 19, 18, 19. So I'm not going to go and show DJ Giddens tape because it's going to make me sad. So it is what it is. Actually, you know what? Let's take a break. Let me take a break so I can spend some time with my daughter. You'd like more O-line help? His only weakness is he doesn't have breakaway speed, which, I mean, what's breakaway speed? Because once you get going, you got a head of steam. If guys don't have an angle on you, unless you're running 70 yards, I feel like he's faster than Clyde was. And Clyde was serviceable. He's going to be more than serviceable. He's bigger. He's got a bigger range. He's downhill. Clyde had a nice cut in tight spaces, but, you know, he just was not that big of a guy and not that fast of a guy. You'd like more O-line help? I would too. Let's see what we got for prospects with O-line. I'll share that screen with you, and then we'll jump off for a minute, and I'll spend some time with my daughter. Share the screen. Sharing the screen. Okay. Let's get back to prospects here. I was looking for it up in the banner up here, and it was like right there the whole time. Prospects, offensive tackle. Let's go look at guard because that's probably where we're looking at. So, yeah, Donovan's gone like early. Miles Frazier, LSU, is still sitting there. Joe Huber, Wisconsin, 2 big line schools. Bryce Cabeldew, local project. Joshua Gray, Oregon State. Marcus Tate, Clemson. Xavier Trust, Georgia. They've always got some pretty mean dogs out there. Jackson. So there's a lot of guards left. Garrett Dellinger. I'm not sure about these guys. I didn't watch them play, man. I got to tell you. I got to be honest with you. But let's check out Miles real quick. If they're over 6, we'll take a look at it. 6'6", 317. It's a big boy. 27 bench. That's good. You know, me over 25. I'll be real happy with you. Doesn't really say a lot here. Ran a 5.24. Don't really care so much. 4-year starter, classifies as a physical short area guard with satisfactory height, weight, and length. Frazier has knockback pop and is capable of mauling in tight spaces. Short pulls and lead blocks around the end are solid. Difficulties with reach blocks and second-level cutoffs on stretch plays could cause zone teams to scratch him. He possesses adequate range and foot quickness and protection and is fairly clear-eyed to recognize gaming fronts. His body's not too sloppy there in that image where he's running down there. His hand placement is average, and he's tight in his knees, which could be a concern for his anchor. Yeah, for sure. NFL frame with proportionate thickness and length brings jolting knockback pop for upper body. I mean, I'd like that in the sense of the run game. Actually get the run game going would be nice. Which, will we ever do that? Will we ever really commit to it? Because we didn't even think about it in the Super Bowl. It drove me freaking nuts, especially when the other team runs the ball 45 times. Their 2,000-yard back is getting nothing, and they run it 45 times. And they won. So there's that. That's Miles. Let's look at another one here. This is for Lenny the Cool. I haven't seen you in a minute, buddy. Let's look at Joe Huber, Wisconsin boy. Wisconsin usually puts out nice, good hogs, too. 6'5", 310. He's got an over 6-point score. Doesn't say the bench press. Don't love that. Don't care about the 40. He's a little faster, but who cares? Let's see here. Scheme-friendly interior lineman with guard center flexibility. That's nice. Huber's an athletic blocker who's quick off the ball. He plays with body control and accuracy as a pulling guard and on workups off of dual blocks, but he lacks the length and mass to win consistently against NFL power. That could be a concern. Okay. I'm just going by what they're saying. So let's look at the guy from Kansas, and we'll leave it at that. 6'4", 306. Not huge, but okay. Collegiate right tackle who's built like a guard and should make him the move inside as a pro. Cabeldew is not much of a knee bender, but he's low cut, which helps him maximize his balance. He's good pop and contact. Give him all his way to wins. He's more athletic than expected inside the box, but his range as a blocker will trail off. When the weaknesses are too big, we'll look at one more. When the weaknesses are too big, it gives me a little bit of concern. This is a guy out of Rancho Cucamonga, a place I'm very familiar with out in California. Under 300 pounds playing guard. It makes me concerned these days. Caleb Rogers, Texas Tech. He's probably going to be under 300. Oh, he's over 300. 312. 6'5". Oh, the Raiders already took him. What am I doing? Let's get off of that. Yeah, right. I didn't see it. My microphone was blocking him and Dylan Fairchild. Marcus Tate, Clemson. We'll check him in the Georgia boy too. Under 6 points. 6'5", 321. 13 games, 8 starts at that's college, high school rather. Second team All ACC. 4-year starter, good size and strength. Tate's injuries over the last 3 years have stolen some shine. Let's not keep going down the injury train. Xavier Trush out of Georgia. 6'7", 309. That's a long boy. Always a concern when they don't show their bench. 6th-year senior saw more reps at tackle, but will need to play guard at the next level. Trush is tough but inconsistent. He's adequate. Okay, so looking at the LSU kid and the rest of the guys are kind of okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens, Lenny. We'll see what happens, my brother. So running back Ollie Gordon, Oklahoma State. What do you think? Well, let's watch him and find out what I think. I keep saying I'm going to go, but it's like I think my daughter's on the phone with her friend right now, so it's good. We'll make some time here real quick. Round 5. Oh, Kansas City Chiefs pick is in, folks. We moved up 8 spots. Could it be Martinez? Is it Martinez you guys looking for? Could it be Martinez? Why did this change? Oh, come on. Picks. Dante Trader Jr. went to Maryland. Marcus Embo. What lasted till there? He just went to the Giants? Wow. That's a guy I would have thought was gone. I didn't even look for him. All right, the Chiefs pick is in. Let's find out who it is, and we'll watch his tape. I'm not going to tease with Ollie's tape until we know who we took. The pick is in for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's check out the broadcast and see if they're talking about the guy, and we'll play it for you if they are. And if they're not, they can kiss my butt. The hatred I've seen for the Chiefs lately, the subconscious disregard for them by pundits around the league. I mentioned this the other day talking about they were talking about the top 5 teams in drafting over the last 5 to 10 years. Nobody mentioned the Chiefs. Nobody. Oh, Packers. Oh, the Bills. You got to mention the Bills who traded down and let us get Patrick Mahomes. You got to mention the Bills who traded back and let us get Xavier Worthy. Those guys, right? They get it. But Brett, not Brett. Stuff like that irks me to no end. I'm like, whatever. I'll take the rings. Like I said, the championship rings make too much noise. I can't hear what you're complaining about. But it's just Seattle and what about Green Bay? Oh, yeah, Green Bay. They're great drafting. Oh, yeah, of course, Howie Roseman for the Eagles. Yeah, of course. Howie gave us the best offensive tackle in the draft and a 5th rounder yesterday. Or day before yesterday, rather. So, yeah, thank you, Howie. You're awesome. All right, we went linebacker, guys. Jeffrey Bossa, Oregon. We went defense. Let's check him out. Let's give you guys the screen. Okay, Jeffrey. What do you got? He's a 6.15 prospect. Oregon University out of Salt Lake City, Utah. 6'1", 232 pounds. Andy likes that size and that range. Does he have speed? 4.63. That's solid for that height. It's not great, but it's solid. Nothing wrong with 4.63. How explosive are you? You're 1.59 in your splits. He's benching over 20 times. That's good. Let's see what their breakdown was on him. I don't know if they have a video for him. They have his 40 time. I don't need to see that. 4.63. That's my 40 time. So if you're wondering, this is what I looked like running the 40. But I wasn't black. Photo negative. Imagine me with a white shirt on. It's the same guy. Not really. This kid's yoked. Elijah Roberts, edge out of St. Mary's, goes to Tampa Bay. But let's go back and look at Jeffrey's other information here. Like his hair. Nice tight do there. Let's go down here. Give me some info, folks. Give me some info. Player bio. He's a round 4 prospect. Projected round 4. Weak side linebacker prospect who's played inside at Oregon to get the best athletes on the field. He's a little bit mechanical as a run defender and will flow downhill before properly diagnosing, but he keeps himself clean using his hands to separate. That's good. Keep bodies off of you. He needs to pursue with better leverage to prevent overflow, but he does what is needed to get involved with the plays, capable of passing downs with man cover talent and an ability to attack the pocket as a blitzer. A move to will linebacker would allow Bassa to play more run and hit football, which could bolster his chances as a good backer with the potential to develop into a starter. I think he's going to be playing outside with us if he gets on the field as a starter. Good communication to teammates before the snap. That's good. Played inside linebacker to help get the best players on the field. That's good. He's got the versatility. Drifts downhill and cuts off runners' operating room. Nice. I like that. Rarely allows blockers to latch onto him and dictate terms. That's huge. We're going to need that because we know people like to hold our defenders a lot. Tracks run play with good effort and pursuit speed. Tackles with good balance and wrap-up technique. Spags is going to like that. Recognizes duties on passing downs and has man-cover talent. Muscular but a little smaller for the interior. Well, he's probably playing outside. Missing the playmaking gene. What the hell does that mean? Missing the playmaking gene. Are we just like pulling crap out of midair? Like, what are we doing? When people say stuff like that, it's some nerd. Who is it? Who said this stuff? Put your name on this. Let me find the author of this. Chad Reuter. It wasn't Chad. Oh, Lance Zierlein. Lance Zierlein is deciding who's missing the playmaking gene. You know who else was missing the playmaking gene? Two other guys, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. They were missing that gene. Tom Brady was just not very good, and Patrick Mahomes is going to be a turnover machine. How'd that work out? That's where these pundits, man, they get me pissed off. I'm like, okay, bro, whatever. Let's look at some Jeffrey Bassa tape, shall we, before we take a break? Because we got at least we're probably down at least one pick next round, or let me see here. Copy. Okay, so we go back here. This was this 5 or 6? We traded back into 5, or traded up in 5. So let's see what we lost. Let's see here. Chiefs round 5 trade today. It says Kansas City Chiefs traded their 5th round pick, number 164, to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for the Eagles' number 32 pick. What? No, we didn't. What are you talking about? No, they traded with us. Dope. This makes no sense the way this is worded. This is where AI is stupid. It says the Chiefs essentially traded down in the 1st round to move up to the 32nd overall pick. No. We traded down in the 1st round to move down to the 32nd overall pick from the 31st overall pick. See, machines are only as smart as you make them sound. Doesn't say right here what we did, but let's go just look at the rounds. It'll tell us. Round 6, we didn't have one. I don't believe. Anyway, so hopefully we didn't give up too much to move up 8 spots. If we give up more than one round 7 pick, I'll be kind of disappointed. If you guys have it, let me know in the chat. If you guys know what we gave up. Veach is drafting for the future for sure. Always. And yes, he's making the team younger. That's what you got to do as the GM. Okay. Not seeing the Chiefs. There we are, 35 and 41. So we gave up our highest pick in the 7th round we gave up, which not loving that. Not loving that. We had 3. And who did we trade with? Do we know who we traded with? I don't even know who we traded with to get there. Let's see. Usually have a symbol for trade, but they don't show that till we actually make the picks. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at Boss's tape here real quick. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. No offense, kid. Jeffrey Bassa, highlights. Get his tape up. Oregon, that Oregon duck, green and yellow. Got to like that. We're going to go ahead and remove that one, and we're going to present a new one for y'all. Right here. Jeffrey Bassa. Let's go ahead and share that. Bam. Skip that. Let's get some sound on this puppy. Not too much. Don't want to drown. They're going
to go fast here, as they should. On 1st and 10, Brown running out of time now.
And coming back
What?
to it, the tight end had it, then dropped it. Claire, and it's recovered by the Ducks.
This is a catch fumble. It's a reception with a fumble recovered by Oregon.
Wait.
Touchdown. Yeah, I think I agree. That's a catch, and I think him putting his
Is that number? He's number 2. Ooh, nice. Okay, I thought he was up on the line rushing. He's the one. He's not the one that hurried him. He's the one that forced the fumble. Way to stay with the tight end and knock that ball out of his hands. Good job.
I think I agree.
Okay. So far, so good.
That's a catch, and I think
Caught. Step. Rip.
He didn't tuck the ball away, but he never intended to.
Okay, now he's in the box. He's coming. He's definitely told the quarterback, I'm coming. And now he told the quarterback, you're going down. All right, let's go. What do you got? Boom. Nothing. This is him playing out of position. Okay.
Get back up to the line quick, and they do snap.
Nothing. Give him a half a yard. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, this is one that Great Lock might have been able to keep, too.
Wrap those legs up, buddy. Good job. Short yardage again. Floating out. Covering the slot. No, you're not doing that.
Brilliant coverage from Bassa. Blanketing.
Get the football to start the second half.
I like that. He's definitely got speed to mirror tight ends. He got away from 2 guys, and then he puts them on the ground.
Oh, my goodness. I mean,
Cleaning up other people's messes. That's what you call that. Oh! Ooh, athletic. He got up there. That's some hops. Let's watch that again. That duck can hop. Whoop. Look at that. He's up in the air on that one. Oh, yeah. Watch the back there coming down. He's like, nah. Back inside the box again. You get the running back. He's off of him. Boom. Shoot the gun. Get in there. And so you got to think about how do you see him blending with his teammates. With the guys we have at linebacker, he's a nice fit. He might be what we were missing without Willie Gay.
so has Idaho been able to catch its breath on offense after a 3 and out to start the game? They go to Eli Cummings here, and he gets swallowed up by Jeffrey Bassa, the leader of the Oregon defense.
If you watch his tape, he's more deliberate. He's more controlled. He wastes fewer steps. Willie was faster, but he wastes fewer steps than Willie did. So he's kind of making similar plays without looking like he's going overstepping and then having to come back. He's just waiting and boom, going when it's time to go. So it's a different style. He's more controlled, but as effective, if not more effective, and more aware, it feels like, than Willie was his first year with us. Mirroring the tight end. Get him on the ground. All right. Take that. Back in the box. Running back. Nah. Get down. How long is this tape? 3.5 minutes.
Henderson to the outside. Caught up.
He's getting a lot of guys right at the line of scrimmage. He talks back too. They're talking to him. He's talking right back. Get out there. Yeah, he does absolutely keep guys off his body. He uses his arms to keep the lineman off of him because he knows they want to grab him up and inside. He's like, nope, get off. Give me that running back. Oh, get on the ground. I like it. Like what I'm seeing, guys. Oof. Yeah, he's gonna fit nicely with our group. Give us one more big hit. Come on. Oh, he's coming on the outside. The end around. Get off that lineman. Get off him. Ah! Oh, it was 0. It was on the lineman. I should have known. Here's Bassa here. Right here. He gets off his guy like right away. Oh, no, he's coming from way back. That 0 looks like a 2 there. Where is he on this play? Lost him entirely. He's back over here. Oh, he boxes off and then goes upfield, and 0 comes across and gets muckled onto this guy. And Boss is wide open by then. Just puts the guy on the ground. Just don't see him on the top half of the play because he came underneath right there. Boom. Nope. Down over. Okay, so there's your linebacker, guys. This kid has cover skills for sure. The Chiefs drafted a defensive overhaul. That's the statement right there, man. You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. They focused a lot on defense. Got some nice, that wide receiver and that tackle, that's areas of need. If you're going to go somewhere on offense, you want to go where you actually need guys. Sure tackler as well. Yes, he is, Lenny, for sure. No pun intended. Let's see here. Let's go back to the picks. Are we still in round 5 or is it over? Round 6 yet? We're still in round 5. Okay. There's another guy I was looking at, Marcus Siegel out of Kansas State. He's going to the San Francisco 49ers. Colin Oliver, linebacker at Oklahoma State, goes to the Packers. Los Angeles Chargers get another wide receiver in Condary Lambert out of Auburn. And then we're caught up. Smale Mondon Jr., linebacker to Georgia. Smale Mondon Jr., Georgia linebacker. Bulldog going to – surprise, another Bulldog going to the Eagles. The Jets pick is in. Panthers are on the clock. We're not projected to pick again until I think round 7, unless we trade back up again. I'll try to keep my phone on, see if we trade back up. Y'all let me know if we somehow get back up there. Y'all let me know if Martinez gets popped off the board. I'll have my phone on. I'll be checking things out. Feel free to tweet, text, whatever, or tweet message, DM me. We're picking 41st and 35th in round 7, unless we trade back up again, which Brett Veach is very likely to do. I would not be surprised if he does that. They don't show our 2026 picks, so I don't know what he would have to trade up with. But we got those 2 7th rounders. So late in round 6, maybe, if somebody we really like is still there. Let me know in the chat before I go, who would you guys like to see? Your number 1 pick, give me your man. Who's it going to be? Who's got Martinez? Got to be Martinez. Does anybody have a safety? It's got to be a safety. I like Waller out of Wisconsin. If the Chiefs feel like we're good with Jaden Hicks, rather, if they feel like we're good with that, I'm good with that, But what do you say, Gary Holland Jr.? Gary Holland, what do you say, Lenny the Cool? What do you say? Who else we got here? We have Dario Miller. What do you say, Schlocks? Do you guys have a pick? Do you guys have a player you want to see? Let me know in the chat. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and close her down. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll check out what we do in round 7, or if we trade up again, we'll pop back online as soon as I can. Okay? In the meantime, as always, go Chiefs.